Good day, my name is Mark Malore. I'm an attorney here in Riverside, California. I've got a number of clients in Chino and Chino Hills that are facing financial difficulties in these economic times, and so they're calling my office wanting to discuss the prospect of filing a Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 bankruptcy. So I thought it helpful to put together a video for those folks in Chino Hills, go over some of the distinctions between a Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 so you can be better informed. The first distinction I'll make between a Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 is that a Chapter 7 bankruptcy discharges all your debt, whereas a Chapter 13 is a repayment of a portion of that debt back to your creditors. Could be 10 cents on the dollar, could be 90 cents on the dollar, but it's a repayment back to your creditors of a certain portion of that debt. The next distinction that I think is important is that in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, your debt is discharged typically within 90 to 120 days of filing the bankruptcy petition with the court. Whereas a Chapter 13 takes approximately 3 to 5 years, depending on the trustee, for you to receive that discharge from the bankruptcy court. And why is that? That is because you're repaying a portion of that debt, so it takes the 3 to 5 year period to do that. Finally, I think an issue that's facing a number of us in the Inland Empire, definitely those of you in Chino Hills, is a prospect where a number of our property values have gone down by 50% from the values they were at in 2005, 2006. And so we may have incurred or taken on a second deed of trust on our properties. You may have heard a process called lien stripping, whereby we use the bankruptcy court to strip or remove the second deed of trust from our home or property, giving us an immediate injection of equity back into the property. You can only do a lien stripping motion in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. If you file a Chapter 7, lien stripping is unavailable to you. I've had a number of clients come into my office after using a paralegal or a friend or using realtors to help them file, and they've effectively closed themselves out of the lien stripping process. There's nothing I can do as an attorney once you receive your discharge in Chapter 7 in helping you lien strip the second from the property. You've got to file a Chapter 13, you've got to file the motion correctly to do that. If you have those issues or some other issues, you're concerned about keeping assets and other things, give me a call. I'd be happy to sit down with you and discuss your particular circumstances.